नहीं है हिचकिचाना, मन के स्वास्थ्य पर है ध्यान लगाना।
मन की सेहत भी है जरूरी, काउंसलर से फिर क्यों दूरी।
मन की सेहत भी है जरूरी, काउंसलर से फिर क्यों दूरी।
चलो अब अपना फोन उठाओ, मनोदर्पण पर कॉल लगाओ। चलो अब अपना फोन उठाओ, मनोदर्पण पर कॉल लगाओ। मनोदर्पण के काउंसलर से परामर्श पाने के लिए डायल करें टोल फ्री नंबर 844-844-0632। नंबर एक बार फिर सुने, 844-844-0632।
Hello and Namaskar. A very warm welcome to all the viewers in today's live and interactive session of Manodarpan Paricharcha. As you all know that our Paricharcha and Sahyog sessions are brought to you by Manodarpan under the initiative of Ministry of Education for psychosocial support and mental well-being of students who are connected with us. Right now, this program is going live on PM eVidya channel number 6 and 11. Also with our official YouTube handle, these are NCERT official and NCERT PM eVidya channel number 6 and 11 YouTube channel. In today's Manodarpan Paricharcha session, we are going to discuss another important topic, that is power of consistency in achieving success in life. जीवन में सफलता प्राप्त करने में निरंतरता की शक्ति, ये हमारा आज का विषय है. My name is Rajan Rajput, and if you have any query or doubt regarding this topic, we have various medium to connect with us. First, note down Manodarpan counselor's number, that is also flashing on your screen, and number is 844-844-0632. You can also connect with through our IVRS number, that is 8800440559. You can also go through our mail ID. So visit www.manodarpan.education.gov.in. This is the website, or you can visit this for more information. You can also watch this live session on our Facebook page, that is by the name goes by National Council of Educational Research and Training, NCERT. We have another medium, our live chat box option of YouTube handle. So live chat box option is available to drop your comment and query. इस सत्र में हमारे साथ हमारे पैनलिस्ट जुड़े हैं, so let's welcome them. First, we are joined by Lieutenant Professor Rashmi Rekha Sethi, Associate Professor from RIE Bhubaneswar. Ma'am, namaskar, warm welcome. We are also joined by Dr. V. Shashikala, Assistant Professor from RIE Regional Institute of Education, NCERT Bhubaneswar. Ma'am, namaskar, swagat hai.
Namaskar, ma'am.
We are joined by Ms. Divya Sharma, practicing counselor from Sandeepani Muni School, Vrindavan. Ma'am, namaskar, abhinandan. And a very warm welcome, Mrs.Pratima Nayak, former PGT of Mathematics subject and practicing counselor from Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan. Ma'am, namaskar, warm welcome. So we have a very interesting topic. Consistency is one of the most powerful yet underrated force behind success in any area of life, whether it's career, health, relationships, or personal growth. So how this consistency help you to achieve in life? So this is our today's topic. Let's know about this topic. We are curious to know more about this topic. So, ma'am, Rashmi Rekha, we have first question for you. Give the conceptual clarity on the power of consistency in achieving success in life. So, Pratima ma'am, can we ask one more question to you? How does consistency build the path of success in life?
Yes. Before explaining how consistency leads to the success in life, I am sharing one story. It is not a story, it is a true event about a extraordinary story of a ordinary man, that is Dasrath Manjhi. He was a poor laborer of Bihar, Gailpur village. His village was surrounded by a huge mountain, and this village was isolated from the outside area where this education is available, where this medical treatment is available, and that was very far, that is 55 kilometer. That's why the patient could not get the medical treatment. So some people were dying. Dashrath Maji's wife also one day fell down from the rock while carrying the lunch for her husband. So she also passed away due to this not getting the treatment. So this broke down this Dashrath Maji, but something wonderful happened inside him, that he was committed or decided to carve a path through the stone, through the mountain. So with only a hammer and a chisel, he decided to do it. Just think for a moment, a man without any machine, without any money, and he just started doing it. Every morning, he woke up and walked to the rock. Every day, he lifted the hammer and just struck. Every day, he just chipped off very small piece of mountain.
Absolutely right, ma'am. That's truly inspirational and motivated.
Even in the heavy rain, even the cold winter, and in hot summer, he switched off. But people thought him mad. People laughed. Some people laughed. Some people thought it is quite impossible to carve a mountain. But still, this small activity, just hammering every day and finding a chip, or it took him 22 long years, not 22 days, not 22 months, 22 long years. After that, he was successful. That means this is consistency. Consistency is not a giant leap. It is small, very small activity which added every day, and it gives the success. That after that, where one miracle happened, that means mountain also opened. He could carve a way or a path 110 feet long and 30 feet wide, and it reduced 55 kilometer distance into 15 kilometers. So this is consistency.
Very
Consistency is not that you'll get at a certain moment. Sometimes we think that these great people or successful people, they are just getting a big breakthrough, or they are getting some extraordinary things immediately. No, it is, if you will ask them, you will see the biography of many successful people, you will find that they are just doing very small activity every day, which in turn it is becoming a great thing. So first is how it is contributing. Let me explain one by one. First is it builds discipline. Discipline and consistency. Consistency is लगातार करना, निरंतरता से करना. So they go hand in hand. When you are following a routine, when you are doing every day, even a small activity, even as you are solving 5 questions, even you are learning 10 new words, it adds. It trains your mind and brain to follow a routine, and so that you get the confidence, and after that it is ingrained to your life. Similarly, also it adds your confidence. When you do this gradually, it gives you what you are getting, any mistakes, and you get feedback. It helps you to focus on your goal. Third is very important, that is it builds momentum in your path. What does it mean? Suppose you can imagine, think of this consistency as a very small snowball. It is rolling from a snow hill, gliding.
Near to me, at least I can manage.
First it was very small, then gradually as it rolls down, it gets the mass, and mass means the size becomes more and more, and the speed also increases. That is momentum. Momentum is equal to mass into velocity. तो ये लगातार मोमेंटम जैसे बढ़ता रहेगा तो स्पीड बढ़ता रहेगा. दिस सेम थिंग हैपेंस टू कंसिस्टेंसी. व्हेन you are doing a very small thing today, you are writing 2 pages, gradually it will go increasing and you will find that your efforts are accelerated. For example, आप याद कीजिए जब आप छोटे थे, आप अगर खेलते थे साइकिल चलाना सीखा, फर्स्ट डे इतना कितना डिफिकल्ट था. इट वाज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. फर्स्ट पुश वाज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. आपको तब लगा शायद मैं सीख ही नहीं पाऊंगा, लेकिन सेकेंड डे में और थोड़ा इजियर हो गया. थर्ड डे में धीरे धीरे आप करते, कभी आप गिर भी गए लेकिन आप उठ के फिर चलना शुरू किए. तो धीरे धीरे क्या हुआ, जब आप व्हेन साइकिल स्टार्टेड ग्लाइडिंग, you feel that it is effortless. ये तो आराम से हो गया. अभी शायद हम चला ही नहीं रहे हैं, वो अपने आप साइकिल चल रहा है. दिस इज लाइक द सेम थिंग. इट्स एट द momentum is added to your effort and it accelerates and you can get your target or goal very easily. So consistency is the bridge between your goal and the target. Next thing is it gives you the mastery in the skills. Skills means suppose one fellow wants to be a musician. See, he needs the skills of instrument. Anyone who wants to be a writer, so he needs the skills of writing. So skill of writing, skill of dancing, all needs your repetitions, because 10,000 hour rule says that for mastering in any skill you need roughly 10,000 hours of practice. Then only you will get, after repeating again and again, you can get the feedback where you are doing mistake, and after that you will be very very much a master in the skills, and you will feel it is very easy and you will feel confident. Similarly, it helps you to bounce back from the setback. Sometimes life is not easy. Life is full of challenges, full of setbacks. Sometimes we face failure. Sometimes some unexpected disturbance comes to our life. So that time, if you will be consistent, that means मैं 5 मिनट आज पढ़ूंगा तो पढ़ूंगी तो पढ़ूंगी. मुझे चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, चाहे बारिश हो, चाहे फ्रेंड बुला रहे हैं, सो आप अगर करते रहेंगे, आप देखेंगे कि ये धीरे धीरे आपका कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ रहा है और आप करते ही चले जाएंगे. तो सिमिलरली मास्टरी स्किल्स आ गया. मास्टर स्किल से लिए आप थोड़ा सा एक चीज, हम एक कबीर का दोहा बोलेंगे कि रसीर आवत जावते सिल पर पड़त निशान. एक रस्सी कितना कमजोर चीज है, एक पत्थर कितना चट्टान कितना हार्ड है, लेकिन रस्सी बार बार अगर उसके ऊपर जाता रहेगा तो धीरे धीरे पत्थर के ऊपर भी निशान पड़ जाता है. तो इसीलिए बार बार हम जब करते जाएंगे, ये जरूर एक स्किल्स को बार बार हम दोहराता जाएंगे, जरूर हमको सक्सेस मिलेगा और विल बी सक्सेसफुल. नेक्स्ट इज आपका ये एक हैबिट बनता है जो आपको कैरेक्टर बनाता है. जैसे कोई अगर इफ आई एम डांसिंग फॉर 10 minutes every day, sometimes people know that she's a dancer. Someone is writing every day 2 pages, even 3 pages, even 4 pages, or people think that she's a writer or he is a writer. Same thing happens to all the skills. So it makes your habit and it makes your identity. Next is it builds the performance. Performance means gradually, just think about you are depositing some money in the bank. So first, when you are depositing is a very small amount, but if you put small every day, after some time you will find that it will be a huge amount. Same thing happens to consistency or mastering the skill or any skill you are repeating. First, very small activity you are doing every day. without any break. After some time, you will feel that it is a large potential you have. You can be succeed. Whatever dream you have in your mind, maybe JEE, maybe cracking board examination. So you will be successful if you will be consistent, because you are removing all distraction. When you have formed a habit builds your confidence. Similarly, when you are taking a skill develops understanding. Again, when you will be master of the skill, certainly success will come to you.
Right.
So go for consistency, and we certainly will be successful one day.
बिल्कुल, आपने मैम बहुत ही अच्छे उदाहरण दिए हमारे सभी दर्शक जो हमें देख रहे हैं। आप एक बार कहानियों को देखिए, पुरानी कहावतों को देखिए, बूंद बूंद से सागर भरता है, करत करत अभ्यास के जड़मति होत सो जान। ऐसे कितने भी उदाहरण आप देख लीजिए। दशरथ माझी की कहानी से आप सीख सकते हैं। निरंतरता, कंसिस्टेंसी आपको तैयार करती है। एक ही चीज़ को जब आप बार बार दोहराते हैं तो आप अपने आप को और बेटर कर रहे हैं, आप अचीवमेंट के लिए अपने आप को तैयार कर रहे हैं। हमारा आज का मनोदर्पण परिचर्चा का टॉपिक भी यही है। डिस्कस कर रहे हैं पावर ऑफ कंसिस्टेंसी इन अचीविंग सक्सेस इन लाइफ। जीवन में सफलता प्राप्त करने में निरंतरता की शक्ति। बहुत बेहतरीन तरीके से हमें इस विषय की एक छाया तो प्रतिमा मैम से मिली है, और हम अब चलते हैं कॉन्सेप्चुअल क्लैरिटी को लेकर जानते हैं अपने एक और पैनलिस्ट से। सो रश्मि रेखा मैम, गिव द कॉन्सेप्चुअल क्लैरिटी ऑन द पावर ऑफ कंसिस्टेंसी इन अचीविंग सक्सेस इन लाइफ। Rashmi Rekha ma'am, over to you. Ma'am, please unmute yourself. Ma'am, unmute कीजिए, please unmute yourself.
Thank you very much, madam. Thanks a lot, and for your this nice questions. And this is the first build-up questions. So सभी को namaste, and thank you very much, madam, for giving me the opportunity for explaining this conceptual clarity. So the conceptual clarity on the power of the consistency, what actually I was listening to madam, so she explained very nicely, and it is what I feel that it is one kind of transformation. So if I'll start with the transforming dreams into reality through the continuous effort, it is not like the stucking in one place or to get stuck in one place. So moving ahead with the greater zeal, with the 100% interest, 100% effort, and believing to oneself, and moving ahead with the great power. So this is one power. That is why this particular topic is named as the power of consistency. So this is one kind of power actually it instills. So within each and every individual, it is not only starts from the children or from a very small child. Actually it lies within each and every individual. If relating to the consistency power, so only one like sloka I can say that jala bindu nipatena kramasah shuryate ghata sa hetu संभवित यानम धर्मस्य च धनस्य च. सो ये चाणक्य नीति का जो अध्याय है, सो इट मीन्स दैट a pitcher is gradually filled. बहुत बड़ा कंटेनर gradually filled by a fall of a single drop of water, and the same is cause for the accumulation of knowledge and also virtue and wealth. So for acquiring the knowledge, virtue and wealth, it is very much essential. This is the power. We have to grab that power. So how to grab, and what actually this concept is meant for. So it illustrates that great achievements are the results of persistent and gradual effort. What example you have given? So Dashrath Maji, I have seen that place at the bigger hill, and also so day by day, actually cutting the hills and getting the success. And much like a pot filling up drop by drop and applies to acquiring of knowledge and building the character also is possible through this consistent effort. And it's related to health, wealth, and everything, every kind of success and education also. So if I'll say that it is the ability to remain in the same place, in the same effort, with the same effort for achieving the great result in behavior, in attitude, and even personal qualities, even professional qualities too. So some kind of principles of this consistency is there. So if I'll focus on the sustained commitment to goals and also without any deviation, and the difference between the common and like the average individual and the successful people. So the difference, it separates the average individuals or the below average individuals from the successful person, and it gives the key sight it, and success is rooted here in persistence, not perfection. Every time human beings want actually perfection, but perfection, if we'll be running after the perfection, it may take much time. Okay, it is taking time. So gradually we must link towards the gradual success as it is a process. So we are getting the power towards the process. It is not exactly the product. If we'll be moving at the product, so definitely it will be taking time, but success is ensured for longer duration, for the longer goals, longer period. So here why it is essential for success. So consistency actually it is the repetition rewires the brain pathways and making the actions like the automatic and easier over the time. And when to in talk about the success, whether in studies or in career or in relationship or in fitness or personal growth or professional growth, what I have already said, that one quality
Right, ma'am, yes.
appears again and again, that is the consistency. So consistency means doing the right things, and if you'll be doing the right thing regularly, even when you do not feel do not feel I mean to say that if you are not getting motivated, so even when progress looks very small, and even when no one is watching, so you are watching to your one mark. And a simple line explains it well, that consistency turns the small efforts into the bigger results. So every time big result we get through the consistency. Consistency is a repeated one. Madam has already explained, again and again, again and again we'll be doing the same thing so that we can acquire the knowledge. And it is a topmost discipline kind of action. Yes, towards a goal. And it means I mean, showing up every day, every day. The very good example, Madam has already my co-partner has already given the very good example, that reading a book or one page, so you will be acquiring so much knowledge. I mean to say that with regard to the vocabulary, with regard to the construction of the sentences, and also building habits. And you know, building habits will form when you'll be keeping promises to yourself. So promise yourself that I must keep with the consistency and maintaining the effort over the time. And it is not about the what I said, that it is not about the perfection only. So it is about the steadiness. So we when I was a very small child, that time I every time my grandmother speaks that slow and steady wins the race. So
Right.
now people often speak that no, 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 slow and steady. Now slow, steady, gone. No, slow and steady is there. It depends completely upon the principles of life, how much you are doing with that kind of principles, how much you are doing. So effort is very much essential, again and again, again and again. And why consistency matters more than the, I mean, intensity. Many people start goals with the excitement but leave in a half of the ways. So it should not be done like it should not be done, because consistency every time looks forward the greater achievement. And this is because of the motivation. One is getting motivated means one will get the success. But here the consistency builds like momentum. Example, if madam has given this example, 10 hours one day and nothing for a week, it won't help. But studying just 1 hour every day builds deeper learning. Yes, meaningful learning may happen. So, so many examples are there, and how consistency builds success. So here, this topic is related to the success in life. So, as we build the habits, when we repeat an action daily, your brain forms a habit, and a habit make a success that is automatic. It increases the skill level, and no one becomes expert in one day. That we have to remember. So consistency helps you grow step by step, step by step until the mastery comes. So it creates discipline. Your consistency trains the mind or our mind to stay very focused. And even when you do not feel like working, so you will be working automatically. So I mean to say that believe to yourself, children, and also happens. So some trainees they will be happens. So some trainees they will be the dragging behind, and also they will be pulling themselves only. No one is there to pull. So but their faith, their trust, their belief, and to drag themselves, and they may feel shy, they may feel I mean to say that they're not feeling fit, they may not be feeling fit to teach. So very in a very I mean chaos situation, and they are pulling down themselves. And again they are facing the same challenges in the classroom. Again and again
Yes,
they are
ma'am.
going to the same classroom with different contents. Then when they are going for 4 months, automatically this is also one kind of consistency. Okay, so this see the sports persons, and they become very great, following the strict kind of actions, strict kind of routines. And
Yes,
in
ma'am.
education field also, see the topper strategy. The toppers are not always the most intelligent, and they are the I mean most consistent. And see the nature also. Nature, you just look at the nature, and the water and stone. Even soft water cuts through the rock, not by force, but a repeated action. So see to the personal life also. So Madam has already said that that's for 10 pages daily. So I mean to say that if you calculate 20 or 30 books per year. So this intensive example I said, when they go to the same field or same class, and they feel confident enough to deliver the next lesson or content in a very perfect manner. So this is due to their consistency, madam. If they will start thinking that it will not be done by me, then really it will not be done by them. If one rethinks that in a positive mode, with positive attitude, that it has to be done by me gradually. So I have to be placed in that particular teaching situation, means it will be done definitely. So consider not just a habit, it is a silent force inside, willpower, and also interest. 100% interest is required for that. It sets the extraordinary success through the ordinary repeated action. So that this is what makes it is the very most reliable pathway to the personal and professional growth. So when we show up every day, even with the small steps, we build discipline, strengthens our mind. So training to the mind, strengthen to our mind is very much important, and which actually are required for this consistency and create this kind of gradual forces. This is the internal force. This is the internal kind of power. So many people start with enthusiasm, but I said that give up when the result do not appear very immediately. Okay, today I have not got the result. The day will come. Definitely I'll get the result. So however, those who remain consistent and learn to trust the process rather than as actually instant outcomes. Don't run after children. The instant outcomes, instant result, consistency, it builds the credibility. So in our relationship, stability in our like routine life, and confidence in our liabilities, or confidence in our abilities, because each repeated effort becomes proof of the commitment. With the commitment, we must go ahead. This is the power which lies in its very simplicity. Small
Very
daily
nice, ma'am.
improvements
Yes.
multiply into a remarkable transformation. So in the end, I can say that success is really about doing big things once. It is about doing the right things repeatedly with patience, clarity, confidence, and perseverance, and also with the power, internal power. So, internal power is very much required to truly achieve. If we wish to truly achieve success in our life, so we must hold on to the consistency as our strongest power, strongest companion, and knowing that steady progress, even at a
Absolutely
very
right,
slow
ma'am.
pace, will always like outperform irregular kind of effort. When remain constant, we train our mind, we train our body to work in alignment with our long-term goals. And it teaches us that mistakes are not end, that are simply steps in the process. So it is not a product, I mean, so it is not a product of the intensity or speed. It is the cumulative result of the patient steadiness, committed actions, and it becomes the mindset also, positive mindset. So one has to become very optimistic for getting or for acquainting with this power
Yes, ma'am.
that is
Ma'am, that's
consistency.
really wonderful. Really appreciate your words. In today's Manodarpan Paricharcha session, we are discussing power of consistency in achieving success in life. We have another important question for you, Dr. V. Shashikala. Ma'am, what factors bother or stops you from being consistent? कौन से ऐसे पॉइंट्स हैं जो हमें रोकते हैं निरंतरता से चीज़ों को करने के लिए?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for this question, because both the panel members have explained in a very detailed way how consistency helps and fosters productivity, and how it is a secret. And as Professor Rashmi Rekha ma'am said, like, it is a mean for transformation of one's life, and it brings success. But everybody are not able to do it. So because of certain factors which is bothering somebody, because though we all know that being consistent will help us, it is the secret tool, because every successful people have mentioned their stories. If we trace the history, they say like they have been very consistent. But still, this inconsistency is also still existing among everyone. What are the factors that bothers, or what are those factors which stops us to be consistent? That is very important for us to analyze and dig deep into. So this lack of consistency stems from a combination of influences like psychological barriers, the social influences, and the environmental conditions also contribute for this lack of consistency in an individual. So, especially when we see like a person who is not having clear goals, a person has to set clear goals. Sometimes the life is based on a meaningful purpose. The purpose of our life has to be decided. If you don't have that purpose, if you don't set your goals, because we are not clear, sometimes the people are confused. The students sometimes at the adolescent stage, they are not in a confusion. They don't know what is the purpose, what is their goal. So such kind of clarity, when they don't have towards their goals, it doesn't give clear direction. So they lose motivation. The vague objectives that they set in their life, because based on their interest, based on their choices, based on their potential, they have to set their objectives.
Right.
So when they have vague objectives without strong underlying reasons why they are doing it, why I have to choose this particular stream, whether I am interested into it, whether this is going to help me in your future, everything has to be set priorly. If one is not able to set his goal or the purpose very clearly, then it will lead to inconsistency. Second, sometimes we are solely dependent on the motivation. That is that it may be extrinsic motivation, because people behavioral patterns and the psychological behavior theory says reward, because we wanted motivation outside and we want rewards. Like social media, you can see, like we put one post and today's people are waiting for likes, when comments, positive comments, all these are like motivation for them. For even for daily tasks, we are waiting for motivation from outside. See, there are two types of motivation: intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Sometimes we have to motivate from within, and sometimes we expect motivation from outside. So both motivation is needed, but whenever, even if that motivation is also not there, we have to try. So always depending on this motivation, relying solely on the motivation and from extrinsic, then it affects somebody to follow that small steps consistency. So it requires a discipline. Actually, consistency can be equated with discipline. As my previous panel member said, discipline is very important. Every day taking that effort every day consistently will do. Sometimes we fail there. We think like we are not motivated. We take many decisions like, from today on I will do my studies properly, I will have my study plan, and every new year some people make resolutions. Why they are not able to follow? Yes, of course, everybody are motivated to come out with new resolutions on the new year, and come up with study plans before our exams. But why we are not able to follow is we are relying on motivation. We have to think like how we have to plan our routine. We have to make our routine, and we should not solely rely on the motivations. And another one thing which is very important is like fear of failure. As madam also mentioned, we doubt ourselves. People sometimes doubt themselves, and they fear for failure, and they don't attempt to it. And sometimes we set high standards for achievement, where we make mistakes, or we face setbacks, or we get some small failures. And sometimes due to these failures, we indulge in procrastination and abandon that effort. Like we doubt, oh, this is not my cup of tea, so okay, let me not do it. So such kind of fear of failure one has to avoid, and they doubt themselves whether I am right person to do this. And another thing is like instant gratification culture, which has been developed in the modern 21st century. People needs gratification. The modern life priorities are like immediate reward. As I said, like social media, and we are today not even waiting for food. We order something, we wanted it within 10-15 minutes to be delivered. Right? Email, any message we wanted, we choose WhatsApp. We are not writing letters now. We are sticking with WhatsApp, email, or food also. We wanted Swiggy, Zomato, anything. Fast food is like moving so on, because we want everything like immediate. I do something today, immediately I want to see the results. So, and then this also leads for poor planning, the routine or the time management. The person who is not properly managing his time, or having a structured daily or weekly routine, or he is not able to prioritize the work which has to be done. Because once you have this habit of prioritizing the task, or it will automate your behavior. So when the time management is not there, then also we fail because of the distractions of this modern world. This time management is also a problem, which leads to inconsistency in their behavior. And another thing is like perfection. We expect perfect thing. Everything should be done perfect, or nothing mindset. Some people will have like, if I do a task, I will do it perfect. So perfectionism is good, but it is also one of the negative factor, where everybody thinks like everything cannot be done perfect in this world. So
Yes, ma'am.
if I can do something perfect, then I will do, or else I will set back, or I will give up is not a matter. And
Correct,
the distractions we have to overcome. Sometimes we fall prey for these distractions, because in this modernized world everywhere distractions are there. So the commitment, over committing, we get so aspirate, and we wanted to do all things at one stretch. That is not impossible for a human. Seeing everything like today, tomorrow on, I will do this, do this, and then you are not able to do anything at the end. So our emotions also get, our mental fatigue also happen, because when you take too much of things to be done, you will not be, as a human it is not possible, and then you will feel like, oh, I am not able to do. Then you strain, like some students, they will feel like they will do overnight study, and then next day they will fall sick, and they will get so much anxious or stressed towards exam, and they wanted to score more, and then they will not properly take their food. If you don't take proper nutritious meal, and it will affect your health. The consistently you have to take proper food, you have to take proper sleep, and then you have to make study habits proper way. Otherwise you will get stressed, you will become anxious. This emotional, the steady efforts, if you are not able to make, then chronic stress will affect. So that is also one of the reason. Lack of accountability and support. Without support system, someone you want to hold you to be accountable. See, we are accountable for our life. Whatever we do, everything we have to be accountable. So we have to think this accountability, the lack of accountability, sometimes we say try to blame others. We blame others, and then we are not able to be consistent. One has to feel, I am accountable for my life. I am accountable for my job. I am accountable for my thoughts, my feelings, my behavior, my actions. If that thing, accountability, you every at night we have to answer. The journaling is very important, which our other panel members will give small strategies. But when a person is thinking that to be very perfect, or then they fall prey for distractions, and if they are not able to have emotional stability, or they fall prey for mental fatigue due to their inconsistent lack of proper time management.
Yes, ma'am.
Creeps, creates some disturbance, and
Right, ma'am.
affects their progress. Thank you, ma'am.
That's a wonderful explanation given by you, ma'am. We have another important question for you, Divya, ma'am. Ma'am, why is it important to take small steps every day instead of waiting for the project moment? Divya, ma'am. हमारे साथ जुड़ी है
Ma'am,
मिस
thank
दिव्या
you so
शर्मा.
much for this
Yes, ma'am.
question. Yeah,
Please,
yeah.
ma'am.
Actually, ma'am, yeah. So, there is, according to me, there is no perfect moment in life. We actually have to make the moments perfect. My dear students, we are running so much in life that we are actually not living the life. Now, see, perfect moment is what? What is perfection? A day will come, when I'll have a perfect house, I'll have a perfect car, I'll have a perfect luxury, everything perfect. But actually, this today in which we are living, we can make this perfect, isn't it? See, progress starts with action, okay, not by waiting. There are students who fear from maths or maybe other subjects, right? Now, what they do is they take overleaps, like not practicing 3 to 4 sums a day, but jumping into 20 sums in one day. And what is creating? Fear. They are getting so much feared with this subject, particularly maybe, maths or some other subjects. But instead of, taking the big leaps, if you enjoy that little moments, that little steps, what you're taking, you will see that you are actually loving the subject, not only subject. This goes with the relationship also. If you are taking small steps, then what is happening? That you are actually, even that particular moment, whatever you are rejoicing, you are actually enjoying it and making the most out of it. And it is becoming one of your most memorable days. So that will not be a memorable day as a whole, that one day will come and that will become, but each day becomes your memorable day. Now, again, suppose you, my dear students, you all play games in mobile phones and all. Now, when you are in the level 1, you directly don't jump to level 20. You go to level 1, then 2, and then 3, then 4, and so on. Like my other panelists have also discussed, that boon boon se sagar banta hai. So when you are enjoying that small little drops of this boon, then you will be able to enjoy that ocean. So in order to enjoy that ocean, you first need to enjoy that little drops. If you are not taking little steps, what is happening? Your mind is becoming anxious, and you are, becoming procrastination. You're in procrastination. Now, for example, again, you are thinking that, okay, now a day will come, a perfect day will come when I will do this exercise. Maybe after my exams, or maybe a day later, or maybe an year later, but that they will never come, my students. You will just keep on thinking and procrastinate that the day will come late. Rather, you should live in that moment, enjoy that moment, and start exercising. Otherwise, you will just forever wait, because this world is actually uncertain. We don't know what will happen. And the ones who actually think or wait for the perfect moment, they actually lose the present moment of their life. So, my dear students, I humbly, request all my dear students that start living your life instead of waiting for the perfect moment. Rather, make your moments so perfect that it becomes so adorable, so enjoyable. Uh, I what believe, love for the sake of love, study for the study sake of studying, make relationships for the sake of making relationships. Now, when you do these things bit by bit, then you will see that your mind is in a very proper state. It is, you will be able to take decisions very firmly, and you will achieve all the success in your life. Maybe you will achieve your dreams gradually, slowly, but surely you will success. Thank you.
दैट्स रियली वंडरफुल मैम्स, आपने सही कहा, बूंद बूंद से सागर भरता है, और धीरे धीरे यदि आप प्रयास करते हैं चीज़ों को बेहतर करने के लिए, तो वो एक दिन बेहतर हो भी जाती हैं, वो एक दिन परफेक्ट हो भी जाती हैं. किसी परफेक्ट मोमेंट का इंतज़ार मत कीजिए, आप एवरी डे, आप धीरे धीरे प्रतिदिन कुछ ना कुछ नया ज़रूर कीजिए, निरंतरता बनाए रखिए. पावर ऑफ कंसिस्टेंसी इन अचीविंग सक्सेस इन लाइफ is today's Manodarpan Paricharcha topic. So, what are the power and benefit of being consistent? This question is for you, Dr. V. Sashikala.
Yes, ma'am. So all of us have now understood, like, consistency is very important for successful life. And success is not about being great or greatness. See, it is like, as other panel members also said, it is the small efforts. Consistency is like, it is in our action, our thinking, our behavior, right? So when you have consistent thoughts, when you are doing certain things consistently, it fosters many things. It makes you productive. It makes your thinking and the progress in your life. Okay, so it builds trust. First thing is, a person, when as a human or a living being, we want, like Erickson's theory also, trust. First stage is trust and mistrust. Building trust is very important. As human, as a social being, we wanted trust. When you are consistent in your thoughts, when you are consistent in your action, then people starts trusting you, and you also trust yourself. When you are doing consistently, then you automatically believe in yourself. Yes, I am doing this consistently, and I will reach that goal or objective which I have set. And when you have a consistent behavioral pattern, people will start trusting on you, and you will become a reliable person, because we choose a friend. A social relation in social relationship, reliability is very, very important. When you have trust, you become a reliable person. So the consistency in your words, your action makes you a trustworthy person. So it builds trust among you. If you are working, the leader will trust on you that if this job is given to you, you will do perfectly. As a student, as a friend, you will become a trustworthy person. Next, it enhances productivity. See, if you choose something as your goal, you work on it. Let us take example of the artisan or a sculpture. How a sculpture, when you visit temples, you see the sculptures that has been carved in the temples. With single rock cut, we see beautiful temples. What wonder that architect has done with the chisel. It is not
Yes, ma'am.
made in one day. It is like every day he has done it, and we are seeing the result. Or any kind of work you can see, it is based on this consistency. So, to enhance your productivity, whatever your talent, you can have talent, you can have potential, but when you do, the practice makes a man perfect. See, even if it is sports or academics or your career, whatever it is, when you do certain things in a systematic way, in a consistent way, gradually you do take steps small, and then your productivity or progress is more. And this is very crucial for achieving long term goals, because when you set a goal, we have to break it into chunks, small goals, and we have to, because as I previously also mentioned, the person we are, or like we look for motivation, we look for gratification, we feel ourselves. So to me, the consistency will help you to reach the long term goals, because goals cannot be achieved overnight. The dream, we can dream like big goals. When we set, it cannot be achieved overnight. Next day you cannot break anything. Like, you have to work consistently for achieving the long term goals. And our habits are important. How habits are formed? They say, like, if you do consistently certain thing, if you want to change one behavior of you, like if you have anger issue, or if you want to follow some healthy habits inside you have to do it consistently for 21 days, then it becomes your habit. So, habit is very important in deciding your behavior or your life. So, to form this habit, you have to do something consistently. See, now you wanted to make like your you want to if obese and you wanted to make healthy food version, then you have to consistently try and switch over the positive habits, like food habits you have to choose and you have to eat. Maybe like next day you should not feel like, okay, I will give up today, okay, I am not a person to do it, means that habit is not formed. So habit formation, when you are working consistently, it becomes an habit and it is easy for you to continue with it. Once it is a habit, you need not worry about it. It is like gradual. The levels of, like, when you say consistency, the first level is forced consistency. Sometimes we force ourselves to be consistent. From that forced consistency, we have to move to the natural consistency. Naturally, it has to become, means it has to become a habit. When it becomes a habit, you don't feel that stress. You don't feel that you are forcing to do something daily. It becomes a routine and becomes automatic for you, and it is a natural consistency. For better reputation, when you are doing, when you are it gives predictability. When you are consistent, people can predict that you will do these things consistently, and then you will reach that goal automatically. So it builds better reputation on you and trustworthy on you, and it improves your mental well-being, because you do that work from right from beginning. You are planning it priorly, you are managing your time priorly, and you are doing it small chunks you are doing. So you don't have to, you are not involved in procrastination, and your mental health is very good. You feel happy, and then you are doing it in a systematic way, and you will automatically reach it. So you will be avoided from the stress or depression which is like forced at the last moment. So it improves your mental health and well-being, and you will feel that sense of fulfillment, because you are working it hard work, your commitment, your dedication in a consistent way will give you the sense of fulfillment. And for development, most importantly, for developing a skill, this consistency is very important. Any skill, as madam said, like doing internship, the students go, they practice regularly, and they develop the skill. The competency for teaching is developed. Initially they may lack, but consistently for 3 months, when they go do the practice regularly, they develop that teaching skill or any skill or competency, then they are developing. So a person to reach success has to be consistent. So these will be the benefits that they will reap, and it will be helping them in the future also.
Much for
Thank
this explanation, ma'am. That's really wonderful. My next question is for you, Lieutenant Professor Rashmi Rekha Sethi, ma'am. Ma'am, what are the strategies, or we can say principles, to be adopted in maintaining consistency in life in a journal way?
Thank you very much, madam. Actually, the strategies or the principles depends upon the students or the children or the people at large. So, how one is feeling good towards himself or herself, and what actually madam has said, Sasikala, touching to all the points, the strategy part. So, how they are feeling good and all. So. Starting from the habit stacking, so form habits and prepare the time schedule for the daily life, daily how one will maintain the life or daily, so just plan it. So for me it is just like kind of staircases. We cannot go to the last staircase at a go. We have to go one by one, one by one. Then only we can reach at the end, from starting staircase to the ending staircase. So step by step we go. So step by step you just refine and reframe your schedule, and also purify your actions. That is what I can say, that put on emphasis upon the so dharma, I can say, duties. So, in one hand, fundamental duties are there. In other hand, the principles which can be adopted, that based on Ashtanga Yoga, Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama. There are also consistencies there. Yes, that is Bahiram and Antaram. Your Jama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyaharam. Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. What is Dharana? What is Dhyana? That means concentrating upon one work. So you concentrate upon your one work. So whatever the works may be, concentrate upon your own works and to purify the actions. So there's a consistency is required, and focus on the work. I'll say again, and do your duties and perform your duties like charity, penance, without attachment to what's the success and failure. So focus on the present action. So niskama karma. So that means without attaching to the success, without attaching to the result. If I'll start the moment I'll think or start my thinking towards the result, then my work will be hampered. Definitely negative effect will come on my work. So without touching to the success part or thinking to success part, thinking upon the work and do the work. So maintain the emotional balance. Yes, maintain the emotional balance. Otherwise, it could not happen. So every time, maybe the thought comes that why it has not come, why my result is poor, why this has done, why that has done, why to me only. Yes, life is full of with problems, challenges. So out of the challenges or from the challenges, I have to learn. So then only I have to move ahead with the life and keeping at the pace, and with the peace also I can move ahead. So that means with the consistency only I may get the peace. So that kind of feeling must be created within the heart of each and everybody. So that means sometimes we have to optimize the environment. We have to design the spaces and systems also for courage and also positive actions. So we have to sustain our work, and we have to celebrate small win also. Every time I'm the failure one, no. So I'm the winner one. That kind of feeling I must imbibe within myself. Yes, I'm a winner. Yes, I can do it. Yes, I'm a writer. So, no, I'll be writing when this moment will come, I'll be doing when that moment will be coming. So, it is not like so. So, that means what I mean to say that reward sometimes, I mean, self patting, do the self patting, whatever you have done, reward milestones to create the positive feedback loops. You start with a small work and get it done, and just you pat yourself, and very practice self compassion, and it treats setbacks as learning opportunities, not like failures. So this kind of thing, how to what I said that the consistency, to build up the consistency. So start the small work, choose actions what you can do daily, and fix the time. Same at the same time, every day builds the rhythm kind of thing. And just think, life is beautiful. So if failure is coming, so for the good purpose, it has come. So I have to accept it, avoid the perfectionism, focus on the progress only, not the perfect work. So we have to track our habits and
Yes,
use
ma'am.
every time we can use the notebook or app to track our daily actions. So don't break the chain. Continuously do, and also the more days you maintain, the easier it becomes. So we have to very patient. We have to be very patient, and results take time. Trust your progress, and patience, sacrifice, and we have to keep our growth mindset, and we have to identify, or that means identify our works and identity actually based on some habit. So it is not like that very um, I mean to say that it is a flexible kind of consistency. Stay committed towards goals while adopting the methods, and balance the consistency with flexibility for life change. And that quality balance must be maintained, and balance consistency with obsessive quality standards. Sustainable success demands both virtues. So some kind of I mean, the month, I can say that a few months of the consistency puts you ahead. So years of consistency creates the legends. So small daily improvements compound into the extraordinary results over a time. So consistency is the cornerstone of the lasting success, not talent or overnight like breakthroughs. So success is achieved through the discipline, sustained effort, not with the perfection, and the compound effect of small actions creates a exponential growth over the time. By committing to consistency today, so you control your success trajectory tomorrow. So it is the bridge between dreams and the reality, what I have said from the beginning. And success is not the result of one a big decision, but of many small actions repeated every day. If you stay consistent,
Yes,
even
ma'am.
slowly, you will reach your goal, because because consistency beats talent, consistency beats motivation, consistency creates success, and we have to encourage ourselves and others to start the small things, stay steady, and trust the long-term process. And this is what I wanted to say. What actually panelist had said, that we have to make the perfect moment, the whatever the moment is coming in our life. So think that it is beautiful for me, think that it is good for me. Okay, so there are four things for me. It is when all these four things are required. One is interest. If you have the interest for any kind of work, and if you do not have the effort, so you are not putting your effort consistently, then it will not be happen. So you may not get the success. That is why
Yes, ma'am.
interest first, then next point is your effort. Then if we believe, sometimes believe on luck, we believe on destiny. So if your destiny is there, then fourth one, I believe that is the blessings of the nature, blessings of each and every elderly people, teachers and others too, those who can bless us. So every time, just trust to yourself, trust to your work, and believe on others' blessings too.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Very nice, ma'am. Very nice. So we have two more questions for our panelists. Ma'am, how to cultivate consistency among the adolescents as well as among the common peoples? Pratima, ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, madam, for the question. From this all discussion, we have understood that consistency beats talent, consistency beats intelligence, and consistency beats luck also. So now, क्वेश्चन इज, फिर मैं एक स्टोरी में आती हूँ. हमारा स्टूडेंट्स की स्टोरी है. कोई भी आप स्टूडेंट ले लीजिए, मेरा स्टूडेंट ले लीजिए. वो ही हैज सम ड्रीम्स. he wants to be successful, he wants to do something great, maybe cracking JEE, maybe getting good marks in CBSE. So Sunday night he started planning. तो कल से मैं ये करूँगा, मैं सुबह उठ जाऊँगा, जाके दौड़ूंगा, फिर मैं आके इतना मैथ्स करूँगा, फिर केमिस्ट्री पढ़ूंगा, फिर फिजिक्स पढ़ूंगा. दैट मीन्स ही स्टार्टेड प्लानिंग ए लॉट. मंडे ओके, ट्यूसडे then it's not that motivation of what he had on Monday. Then Wednesday he becomes tired. Thursday, then begun. He is not waking up from the bed. So then he got frustrated. He repeated 3-4 times. He got frustrated. Why I cannot be consistent? Why I cannot plan? I have a motivation. But motivation goes and comes. It is not consistent like consistency. So consistency is important. But he cannot push himself at once. So he was very frustrated after 3-4 times. He asked his father what to do, how I can be consistent, or how I can go reach my goal. Then his father asked him or consoled him, you are not lazy, my boy. Don't get frustrated. You see, मैं और तुम्हारा मामा हम सुबह उठ जाते हैं. सुबह उठ के हम लोग तुम्हारे लिए, तुम्हारे बहन के लिए खाना बना, लंच रेडी करते हैं, तुम लोग को तैयार करते हैं. क्यों करते हैं? क्योंकि हम तुमको प्यार करते हैं, तुम्हारा भलाई चाहते हैं. तो सिमिलरली तुम जब एक काम करना चाहते हो, फर्स्ट और यू वांट टू प्रोसीड, तुम्हारा गोल की तरफ जाना चाहते हो, यू शुड थिंक व्हाई आई विल डू दिस. So try to find that why. Before you start, ask yourself, why do I get the good marks? Why do I want to crack JEE or NEET boards? What future do I have? A strong why is needed to go for it. When you feel lazy, it pushes you forward. When you are demotivated, this reason will push you forward. So write this why on a paper and stick on the wall. If you want to inculcate consistency in your life, first thing is, it is anyone, any student, any adolescent, any adult. First find out why I will do this, why I will be stick to a routine. So write that why on a piece of paper, on the wall, or fold it, keep it below your pillow and read it every day. So this will inspire you to go for it. Next is, start from small, very small, really small. Sometimes our students plan very big. I will be very perfect. Tomorrow I will finish all the exercise. Tomorrow I will write everything. But I'll read for 6 hours. I'll finish the whole syllabus within this week. But it's not possible. Instead, start with 25 minutes of focused study. Even you can go for 15 minutes. Small goals reduce stress and increase success. Next, the next point is fix a study routine. Choose a specific time every day. Example, you can plan 6 to 30 to 7 revision, I'll do revision. 4 to 6, I'll go for homework. And 8:30 to 9 p.m. next day planning. So revision, homework, and some exercise out of the book. When your brain knows the time, it prepares automatically. And this routine will give you a motivation. Next is cut distractions. You cannot be consistent if distraction is all around. So that is very important. Your attention will be broken. It should be stopped. Try this. What to do? Keep the phone outside or keep it silent. Use a clean study desk. There should be nothing on your desk. Turn on the notification. Use apps like which stop the messages and other things. So your environment should be makes you easy or comfortable. 5 is use 2 minutes start rule. That means sometimes we are demotivated. Sometimes it is tiring. We do not want to wake up from the bed. That time think that at 2 minutes I must start. 2 minutes I must start. So it should, I will just start in 2 minutes. Open the book, read one line. I'll read for 2 minutes. I'll read for another 2 minutes. Like this, write one word, write 2-3 words. Starting from is the hardest part. After that, you will see that it is gaining momentum and it is going automatic. Track your streak. Create a calendar or a notebook and mark every day you studied. Seeing your streak grow keeps you addicted to progress. One trick, one tick mark, put a tick mark, how much you have done, one win, multiple ticks, momentum leads to consistency. 7 is don't aim for perfection. You will have bad days. Maybe you are tired, maybe you are not motivated, maybe you are stressed, maybe you are not in a mood. It's okay. Rule is simple. You can take break one day, but don't miss 2 days in a row. That creates problems. So when you are falling, try to stand up. When you are stopping, try to restart. Be kind to yourself, not that one day you cannot spare. Ask. Next is very, very important. Ask for accountability. Tell someone your goals, your mummy, your papa, or your teacher, or your friend. Ask them to ask you in between sometimes. Let them ask you, do you study today? Did you study today? Have you completed what you have planned? This one question can keep you consistent. Then there is a daily routine. You can make a check, that is daily consistency checklist you can make. That is better. Though it is difficult to make every day, but still in between you can make it. It's very, I have seen many students I have suggested and I have found that it is very, very good. Did I follow my routine today? Did I study at least 25 minutes? Did I avoid phone calls? Did I complete today's work? Next is, did I plan tomorrow's study? Task? Did I stay calm and avoid stress? Did I read for at least 10 minutes? Did I care for my body? Did I avoid missing 2 days in a row? And weekly consistency checklist is also there. Did I study at least 5 out of 7 days? Did I finish week's syllabus? Did I track my progress in a calendar? Did I stay disciplined even low motivation day? Did I reflect on what went right, wrong in the week? So students' consistency formula is small daily study habit, fixed routine, no distraction, quick restart after failure. All these 4 factors gives you guaranteed success. You do not have to be smartest student. You only have to be most consistent one, and that is 100% possible.
That is 100% possible. I am possible. Impossible in fact says I am possible. हमारा आज का टॉपिक पावर ऑफ कंसिस्टेंसी इन अचीविंग सक्सेस इन लाइफ. वी हैव अ लास्ट क्वेश्चन कंक्लूडिंग रिमार्क, और यू कैन से हाउ कैन कंसिस्टेंसी रिड्यूस स्ट्रेस and build confidence. This question is for you, Ms. Divya Sharma.
Thank you so much once again. How beautifully other panelists have explained, the whole thing about being consistent. And really, when we are talking about it, we really, are feeling inside, having self-realizations of being self-consistent. Now, it reduces stress. Now, if you are consistent, then what will happen? You will have complete control upon yourself. Like when you are doing the things bit by bit, what will happen? Your work will be completed before time, will not be piled up, right? When you have to submit a file, generally what the students do, they wait for the last day to come, that tomorrow is the day, and just a day before, they start completing their files. And what happens? It creates a mental pressure in their minds. But my dear students, once again, I'm telling you, if you are consistent with your work, like every day, if you are writing one page also, that will actually make you calm and will make you complete your work on time. I remember one of my great grandfather, like he used to study 2 hours a day, just 2 hours, whether it's exam or not exam. He just used to study 2 hours, and consistently he used to stood first in his class, always. Because he had a proper routine, a time management, that I have to study this and this purpose. So, my dear students, if you study and if you make a proper time management, you will be very consistent. Now, other than this, your mind will be completely controlled and will be monitored under you. You will have self-realizations. When you are doing the work very slowly and steadily, what is happening? That very calmly you are understanding the things bit by bit, and each day is giving you a new experience. Now, with this new experience, what you are doing is you are self-understanding yourself. You are able to understand and make a SWOT analysis of you, your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, your dysfunctional thoughts, everything. You're making a proper channel of it as a whole, like of 20 days, not making of that. If you are just focusing on, say, one day, like one day in a day, you are making a diary of yourself and you are writing about your dysfunctional thoughts, you are being consistent about your dysfunctional thoughts, you will see gradually all your dysfunctional thoughts will sway away. In the same way, if you are again focusing on your weaknesses, then one day write your weakness, again next day you are continuing with that. One day you will see that your weaknesses are lessened to very minimal amount. Same goes with your strengths. You have to increase the strengths. You have to see what is in you. Like, Swamiji has said, na, if you don't spend a time with yourself, how will you understand yourself? So you need to spend time with yourself, understand, talk to yourself once in a day. Otherwise, you'll miss meeting an important person. So just talk to yourself gradually, take time. No, there's no rush. Of course, we are living in this 21st century and running for nothing. We are earning so much money that, one day again, we'll have this and that thing. But that is only creating stress in your mind. We are not living the life. So stop that stress for once and start living your life. When you will have this consistency, it will reduce all your anxieties. You will have proper management in your life. You will have a time management. You will see you will have ample amount of time. Great personalities in our life had only 24 hours, but they were consistent, as other panelists have also given so much great examples. Now, they were just consistent, and this was the reason that they were successful in their life, and they paved the paths, towards knowledge, towards actual knowledge. They gained those things. Now, again, you will have trust upon yourself. You will, when you are consistently following something, you will have a proper routine of that. What will happen? You will start trusting your own words. Yes, I can do it. I have the potentiality. I have the capability. All the motivational, this internal motivations will start coming to you. The internal, external, both the motivations will start coming to you that yes, when I can follow my words, then that means I can follow anything in the life. So when you are, again, just to conclude, as a gist, if I tell that if you are consistent, just take a breath, just stop there, put a full stop where it's required, and then think, then do your work. Then start with the next day, some other things, so that the things which are getting slowly and slowly will give you bigger results in life. But if you straight away go for bigger, or too much, like suppose you are having the food, okay, first you are going with a sweet, then you are going with a sour thing, and then with a different dish, and then with a different dish. You're not eating all together at once. That will create indigestion in you. But when you are eating one by one, bit by bit, then you are getting the taste of the sweet, you are getting the taste of the sour, and you are enjoying and rejoicing each and everything,
Absolutely
whatever
right,
you are
ma'am.
eating.
Very, very nice, ma'am.
So,
Yes, please
yes.
conclude.
So this is the way actually we need to live life. Uh, with this fastly, what we are, moving in this modern century. Okay, move. But sometimes it's okay not to become a rabbit, but to become that turtle who is slowly but winning the race at the end.
बिल्कुल
Thank you
सही
so
कहा मैम
much.
आपने। हमें बचपन में से पढ़ाई जाने वाली मुख्य कहानियों में से ये कहानी पढ़ाई जाती है, एक खरगोश और एक कछुए की। खरगोश जो है रुककर आराम करने लगता है, लेकिन कछुआ निरंतर चलता रहता है। कंसिस्टेंसी कछुए की, टर्टल की बनी रहती है और वो जीतता भी है। वो ज़रूर जीतता है क्योंकि वो निरंतर काम करता रहता है। यही हमारा आज का विषय था, पावर ऑफ कंसिस्टेंसी इन अचीविंग सक्सेस इन लाइफ। जीवन में सफलता प्राप्त करने में निरंतरता की शक्ति। इस पूरे टॉपिक के लिए, इस पूरे डिस्कशन के लिए अपने पैनलिस्ट का धन्यवाद करते हैं। हमें ज्वाइन किया लेफ्टिनेंट प्रोफेसर रश्मि रेखा सेठी ने, जो कि एसोसिएट प्रोफेसर हैं RIE भुवनेश्वर से। मैम नमस्कार, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। Thank you so much, Dr. V. Shashikala, Assistant Professor from RIE NCERT Bhubaneswar. Ma'am, namaskar. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Ms. Divya Sharma, practicing counselor from Sandeepani Muni School, Vrindavan. Ma'am, आपका भी धन्यवाद करते हैं.
Thank you so much.
And Mrs. Pratima Nayak, former PGT of Mathematics subject and practicing counselor from Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan. Ma'am, नमस्कार, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
Thank you so much. बहुत धन्यवाद।
इस बेहतरीन विषय के लिए अपने सभी पैनलिस्ट का हृदय तल से धन्यवाद करते हैं और यहाँ पर अपनी परिचर्चा की आज की चर्चा को समाप्त करते हैं। आपको बताते हैं NCERT के अन्य लाइव इंटरेक्टिव सत्रों के बारे में। 4 से 5 आप ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम देखेंगे चैनल नंबर 6 से चैनल नंबर 12 तक। विषय है डेटा प्राइवेसी एंड प्रोटेक्शन। 5 बजे सहयोग सत्र का समय रहेगा और बात होगी ब्रेन ब्रेक्स, हाउ शॉर्ट पॉजेस बूस्ट प्रोडक्टिविटी। 5:30 से 6:15 तक आप चैनल नंबर 6, 9 और 12 पर नीपा NCSL का सत्र देखेंगे। टॉपिक है लीडिंग इनिशिएटिव फॉर स्टूडेंट्स डेवलपमेंट एंड एग्जाम्पलर फ्रॉम मणिपुर। इन सभी सत्रों को आप PM eVidya चैनल पर और साथ ही हमारे ऑफिशियल यूट्यूब चैनल NCERT ऑफिशियल पर देख सकते हैं। मनोदर्पण का परिचर्चा का आज का सत्र आपको कैसा लगा, ज़रूर अपने फीडबैक्स हमें दें। मैं सृजन राजपूत हूँ। समय है कि आप सभी से अनुमति ली जाए। नमस्कार।